Hello, everybody. It's story time with Teacher Gabe, and today we are reading Earth Day by Trudi Trueit. All right, imagine a city where the air is so dirty it is hard to breathe. Imagine a lake so full of oil that no fish or wildlife can live there. That doesn't sound like a very good lake. Some places in the United States were like this 50 years ago. People didn't think as much about the environment. And let's see. Oh, it's just showing how to say environment. Let's see. Environment. Environment. Hmm. Back then, the environment is the air, land, and water we need to survive. Factories filled the air with smoke and pollution. Cars let off more gas fumes than they do today. Companies dumped dangerous materials into rivers. Chemicals used by farmers to grow food also damaged the soil. U.S. Senator Gaylord Nelson felt America should be doing more to take care of the planet. He wanted to teach people how to protect Earth's air, soil, water, plants, and animals. This idea is known as conservation. Let's see, conservation. Yep, okay. I was wondering about that word in yesterday's books. Wasn't too sure, but I guess I was saying it right. Let's see, there's a calendar here that says April 22nd of 2007. All right. Senator Nelson wanted to get more young people interested in conservation, so he created Earth Day. The first Earth Day was on April 22nd, 1970. 1970, huh? So I wonder why this calendar here is showing 2007. I wonder if 2007 something happened. Millions of students took part in marches. They gave speeches. They asked world leaders to take action to save the environment. Earth Day made a difference. Laws were passed to protect the environment. Car makers had to build cars that created less pollution. Many harmful chemicals were outlawed. Cities began to recycle. People turned in used paper, glass, and plastic. These items were later made into new products. Boxes, bags, and packing materials are all things that can be reused. Excuse me. Ways to celebrate. Most nations around the world celebrate Earth Day. Children in Australia pick up litter or trash along the beaches. People in the United States and Canada plant trees. Russian students plant vegetable gardens. They learn to grow food without using harmful chemicals. Some families talk about ways to take care of the environment on Earth Day. They may agree to turn off the water when they brush their teeth or to take shorter baths and showers. These steps save or conserve water. Family members might remind each other to recycle printer cartridges, old computers, cell phones, and some batteries can also be recycled. People talk about better ways to reuse items. Empty tissue boxes are good for storing many different things. Old milk jugs are perfect for watering plants. Paper gift bags and bows can be used again. Can you think of some things you can recycle or reuse? Every day should be Earth Day when it comes to protecting the environment. Let's see, words you know. Cell phones, chemicals, Gaylord Nelson. That's two words, I believe. I mean, it's a name, so I guess it can be one. I'm not sure. Parade, pollution, recycle, tree, and vegetable garden. All right, and that was Earth Day. Next, we have Sun, Snow, Stars, Sky by Catherine and Laurence Anholt. Is that an H or a B? Anholt or Anbolt? Can't really tell with that font. Oh, maybe it can be, maybe it's clearer on this one. It looks more like a B on this page. but I still can't tell because it's not exactly closed. So still not sure on the name of them. Early in the morning, the sun comes up. Look out your window. Is it frosty, foggy, wet, windy, hot, hailing, stormy, or snowing? What's the weather like today? Let's see, for us, I think it's more on either the hot or the windy side. On hot days, bees buzz, tired dogs search for shade, ice tastes nice, plants need a drink too, and we don't wear as many clothes, and everyone likes to be outdoors. What do you do on hot days? I tend to stay inside on hot days. Do you watch the clouds sail by in all shapes and sizes? What else do you see in the sky? Let's see, in this sky I see some birds, I see a hot air balloon, and I see the sun. On cold days, puddles turn to ice. Cars are hard to start. We have warm drinks and wear lots of clothes. We can see our breath in the air, and we might find footprints in the snow. What do you do on cold days? Some animals sleep all winter. That's called hibernating. Other animals like the cold. Some birds stay in the garden. Others fly away to warmer places. Some countries are very hot, and others are always cold. Some animals live only where it's hot. Here are some of those animals. Do you know their names? Let's see, I see a tiger, a giraffe, an alligator, or a crocodile. I'm not really sure. An elephant, a lion, a cheetah, a monkey, and a camel, I think that is. And I also see a snake in there. Hello, Mr. Michael. Welcome to Story Time. We are reading Sun, Snow, Stars, Sky. Spring is the time for lambs and chicks, eggs and nests, sudden showers, buds on trees. Let's see, that's what we're in right now. We're in spring right now, leading up to summer. And summer is time for butterflies floating, flowers growing, long lazy picnics, and vacations at the beach. Autumn is time for falling leaves, fruits on trees, harvest days, bonfires, berries, nuts, and squirrels. Winter is the time for skating, sledding, and snowball fights, bare branches, gloves and scarves, whistling winds, and glowing fires. People say funny things about the weather, like rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailor's warning. If the cows are lying down, it's going to rain. If the north wind doth blow, and we shall, no, not if, it's just the north wind doth blow, and we shall have snow. And the last one here, do you know any weather rhymes? I don't know too many weather rhymes myself. If the sun shines when it's raining, sometimes you can see a rainbow in the sky. What do you do on a wet day? Those are generally the days I like to go outside. It's fun to watch the weather change, but what happens if there's too much? Rain, sun, wind, or snow? Whatever the weather is like, it gets dark at the end of each day. Night animals go hunting. On clear nights, the moon and stars light up the sky. What will the weather be tomorrow? I'm pretty sure for us, the weather tomorrow will be sunny as well. Pretty sure it's just going to be sunny from now on. That was Sun, Snow, Stars, and Sky. Lastly, we have Let's Celebrate Earth Day by Connie and Peter Roop and illustrated by Gwen, Connelly. I think I missed. Did I press the wrong one? No, this is right. Okay. I'm going to have to make these a little bigger. And there is a truck outside, And I did not close my window before story time. The Earth does not belong to us. We belong to the Earth. Let's see. Chief Seattle. Oh, that's said it. Waste not, want not. We won't have a society if we destroy the environment. Oh, okay, so that was just the beginning. Oh, here we go. Right? I'm a little lost here. All right. Recycle, reduce, reuse, bike, walk, ride the bus, conserve water, save energy, endangered animals, precious plants, think globally, act locally. A multitude of messages encourage you to treat our Earth with respect. What day is it? Earth Day. That will be on Thursday for us. What is Earth Day? I'm going to have to make these ones a little bigger. The words are real small. Earth Day is a special day to celebrate our planet. All across our continent, people do projects to help preserve and protect the Earth's animals, plants, and habitats. Yeah. Some people clean up parks and playgrounds. Others bike to school and work instead of riding in a car. Some people pick up trash along beaches or rivers. Others plant trees. Schools have environmental fairs and projects. When was the first Earth Day? The first Earth Day was celebrated on April 22nd, 1970. Gaylord Nelson, a former U.S. Senator from Wisconsin, decided that the best way to save our planet was to educate people on ways to protect and conserve. Have you ever heard the phrase, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem? Gaylord Nelson decided he would be part of the solution, so he created Earth Day. And he did not stop there. He worked to ban DDT, a dangerous pesticide, and phosphates in detergents, which polluted lakes and rivers. From Senator Nelson's one-person decision, our country now celebrates Earth Day in April. Did the first Earth Day make a difference? In 1969, the Cuyahoga River near Lake Erie caught fire. How can water burn if it's clean? It can't. But if the river was badly polluted with oil, and oil can catch fire, this disaster caught the attention of the country. Something had to be done. The first Clean Air Act was passed in 1970. Cars had to be made more fuel efficient, and the lead taken out of gasoline. In 1972, the first Clean Air Act became law. Businesses and communities had to stop dumping waste into our rivers and streams. In 1973, the Endangered Species Act protected plants and animals. All of these laws have helped our Earth. Rivers are cleaner, cars pollute less, lead pollution in our air has been dramatically reduced, and many plants and animals have been brought back from the brink of extinction. Earth is the only planet we know with abundant life. The four major oceans actually are one ocean separated by continents. Each year, Americans throw away 200 million tons of garbage. That's about 1,500 pounds for every man, woman, and child in the United States. Each night, an area the size of Ohio is dragged clean of fish. Each day, thousands of trees in America are cut down. Learn about habitats where you live. What plants and animals live there, what your community was like 20 years ago, 100 years ago, or 200 years ago. Ask your school to start a penny jar at the end of the year. Adopt an endangered animal with the money collected. Take a walk with your family. Bring a garbage bag to pick up any trash along the way. What is an endangered species? Let's see. What do Florida panthers, whooping cranes, northern spotted owls, and green pitcher plants have in common? All are endangered species. Endangered species are plants and animals whose populations are so low they may become extinct. In the United States, the Carolina parakeet, the Arizona jaguar, and the Florida black wolf are some of the animals that have become extinct. Once a plant or animal is extinct, we will never see it again. It is gone forever. Early in the 1900s, millions of passenger pigeons flew through our skies. People said it took hours for a flock to pass overhead. They were hunted for sport, and many people were surprised when one day there were no more passenger pigeons. Today, with more than 6 billion people living on Earth, plants and animals are having a hard time finding a place to live. The loss of their habitat is the most serious threat to their survival. Excuse me. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service collects information on and determines what to put on endangered species lists. Some animals and plants are not yet endangered, but are threatened. This is another list kept by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. This means that unless we do something to save them, they too will become endangered and possibly extinct. Let's see, Earth Day riddles. What is the dirtiest word on Earth? Pollution. How does the ocean say goodbye? It waves. What should you leave in the forest? Your footprints. What goes through the forest and never makes a sound? A hiking trail. Oh. Should we protect every plant and animal? No. There are some plants and animals that do more harm than good. These are alien or invader species. They are not from outer space, they are from Earth, but they are out of place. Fire ants, whose ferocious sting feels like a burn, are not native to America, yet billions of them have invaded the southern states. Originally from South America, fire ants have moved into North America and forced out other, gentler ants. The purple loosestrife, a beautiful European plant, thrives in wetlands, but it takes over the wetlands, killing other plants of its habitat. In 1988, European zebra mussels invaded the Great Lakes. They multiplied by the millions, taking over the homes of other creatures who cannot compete with them. How do these invaders get there? Humans travel the Earth from the Arctic to Antarctica. Sometimes alien species hitch a ride on the bottom of our boats in our cargo shipments. Sometimes people bring plants and animals from one continent to another on purpose. When these invaders find a home they like, they are often the winners, and native plants and animals are the losers. Why does it matter where a plant or animal lives? It matters because all life on Earth is interconnected. A native species that is getting crowded out may endanger something else that needs it to survive. As scientists study life on Earth, they are amazed by how many forms of life exist and how much they depend on one another. There are 900 kinds of rainforest wasps, and each of these pollinate a specific fig plant. The wasps lay their eggs in the plant, and the young larvae eat the fig nectar. Both the wasp and the fig plant depend on each other for survival. Leafcutter ants have a partnership with fungus. They carry plant material back to their nest and chew up the leaves and flowers, which become food for the fungus. The leafcutter ants eat the fungus. Neither the fungus nor the ants can survive without one another. Monarch butterflies migrate more than 1,000 miles, 1,600 kilometers to North Mexico, spending the winter in one specific type of tree, the oatmeal tree, bullhorn acacia, acai trees, depend upon the pseudomyrix ants to sting anything that touches it. In return, the ants live in the tree's spines and eat the tree's nectar. All right. Are forest fires good or bad? In 1988, a raging fire raced through our nation's oldest national park. Yellowstone was on fire. Fireballs in the treetops jumped streams and roads, carrying the fire farther into the park. By the time it was over, 1/3 of the forest was gone. Most people believe this was a tragedy. But was it? Fires are a necessary part of a forest's life. Scientists know that forests need fires just like they need sunlight, water, and air. Too many nutrients released by decaying are yeah, too many nutrients released by decaying tree trunks and needles can actually poison the ground, so young plants can't grow. Also, lodge pole pine, jack pine, and sequoia trees all need fire to open their cones. The heat melts a hard waxy coating and releases the seeds inside. These seeds grow rapidly in the open, sunny areas created by the fire. As the years pass, trees that like trees that like shade begin to grow. The dark earth created by the fire absorbs more heat, helping seeds sprout. Mountain bluebirds, grouse, and pine siskins are animals that do well after a fire. Nutrients from burned trees help enrich the soil for new plants. Fireweed, lupin, and asters are plants that do well after a fire. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop not oh, wait. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. Those lines were written by the poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Do you know how true they are? Even though 70% of the earth is covered with water, almost all of it is salty. If all the water in the world were put into 100 cups, you could only drink 3 cups. Most of the Earth's fresh water is trapped in the polar ice caps and in our atmosphere. Only 1% of the water on Earth is available to drink and use. Most of the fresh water comes from lakes, streams, rivers, and water underground. Much of this water is polluted. Most of the fresh water we use is flushed down the toilet. Let's see, a water-saving toilet can save almost 10 gallons of water per person per day. Wetlands help clean polluted water and prevent floods. Don't throw out batteries, oils, paint, nail polish bottles, or polish remover. Take them to your recycling center. One person can make a difference. Why is garbage a problem? You eat a burger and fries at a fast food restaurant. Walking out, you toss your wrapper, containers, straws, and napkins into the trash bin. Think about 100 of thousands of people like you doing that all over the world. Uh-oh, where does all this trash go? Most trash is buried or burned. Both of these solutions cost money and cause pollution. What can you do? Buy less, use less, energy is saved, and pollution is prevented when you recycle what you buy. Let's see, what is fossil fuel? Fossil fuels are energy sources that took millions of years to form. Oil, coal, and natural gases are fossil fuels. They come from the fossils of ancient animals and plants that decayed and released carbon, which changed into either oil, coal, or gas. We use these energy sources for power to power our cars, heat our homes, and make electricity. When we burn fossil fuels, we release the energy of the sun captured by living millions of years ago. Oh, captured by living things millions of years ago. We also release carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide. These add to the air's pollution. Wise use of these energy sources will save your family money, help these fuels last longer, and make the Earth a better place to live. Is there an energy source that's good for Earth? Wind energy, solar energy, and geothermal energy are all renewable sources, which means they can be used over and over again. For centuries, farmers have used windmills to pull water out of the ground. Today, windmill farms in Hawaii, California, and other states generate electricity. Scientists are trying to create solar or sun-powered cars. Trucks are our number one polluter and the biggest way we use fossil fuels. Geothermal energy comes from hot water found in some places on Earth. Hotspots are found where melted rocks from inside the Earth is closer to the Earth's surface. In Iceland, homes are heated with geothermal energy. In Gilmore, California, geothermal energy is used to make electricity for the town. All right, and that was Let's Celebrate Earth Day. All right, and that was all the stories I have for today. Thank you guys for reading with me. I hope you guys have a good day.